Good evening. Welcome to day number 11 of what is going to be, if you've been calculating the day this come out, probably more than 12. I have enough. Okay, so I've got 2 for the next 2 days. And then I've got 1 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday. And I've already recorded 1 for Christmas Day. So I will be releasing 1 Christmas Day as well. I recommend, so for the Christmas Day one, I recommend you watch the video. And then there's something very important in the description. So you'll have to scroll down because I don't want to spoil it, but something very important in the description of that one. So this one is La Chouffe. Now my colleagues might know this. This is quite a popular one at work. This is one that was recommended at work that I have had before, and yeah, it's Belgian. It's beer. That should have been my catchphrase the entire way through. This is beer. 8%. Yellow. So kind of okay for the environment. I guess like dry. This is the effect of climate change because dry grass is yellow. And brown. There's no brown on this, and there's a gnome looking for beer. On a unicycle. I'm not sure why the styling. This can is a story in itself, though. It's just an entire story. You know what? This can scores it higher points. Still got Badfinger. Nothing of any note. This is Belgium. This is Belgium, but actually, was it done in Belgium? There's a best before day. I didn't know there was a best before day on beer. Product of Belgium. Okay, so it is properly Belgian. So let's can't use my normal finger. This is a squatty one. God, got a bit of a bad ear at the moment. We had an ear protection molding fitting today. The guy just rammed it right in, and oh my god, that was so painful. Just on one ear. So yeah, let's just pour this beer. Okay, look, if I do that with this one, we're going to be here all day. This is the one that does make pores look extremely bad. This is the one where 45 degree might save it. You have to really, really slowly. It looks like there's an explosion happening in my glass. Looks like when I get a sub. So yeah. I don't have any French tip. Can I think of one off the fly? National holidays. So France has a few national holidays. So if you're ever interested, right, first one of the year is obviously New Year's Day. We don't have to explain that. We don't have a national holiday for Valentine's, but that's like something that people celebrate. There's obviously Mardi Gras, which is Pancake Day. There's actually two Pancake Days in France, and I don't know why. I don't know how there's two. There's also the entire month of January, which is Galette d'Or, which I explained in a previous video actually. And then there's Easter. So Easter, you have Easter Monday. You don't have a bank holiday for Good Friday. Um, I always remember. I always remember when I was in UK not having a bank holiday for Good Friday. Yeah, apparently it was a bank holiday. Yeah, always still had school for that. Um, so yeah, that was like weird. Then after that, you've got the 1st of May. Always the 1st of May. Now, this is where it's going to be different than from the UK. In the UK, it's all the bank holidays are on Mondays, pretty much. Unless it's New Year's or Christmas. Otherwise, it's all Mondays. Which means that from year to year, you don't miss out. But it means that things are not on the actual day. And there's 1st of May, which is workers' holiday. That and New Year's Day are the only 2 days in French law that employers have to give you off. They are mandatorily enforced to make you take the day off if you want, I guess. I don't know how it works for zoos, aquariums, or emergency services because they can't make it illegal to work for those. So they kind of have to work. And so then, and I guess like nursing homes and things like that as well. Like people have to work those during those days as well. So there's also the 8th of May, which is the end of the Second World War. Well, the end of the European leg of the World War. They then went to have an Asian leg of that for some reason. I guess it's like the Formula One calendar, how like most of it's in Europe, but then they at some point they go to the Americas to do a few races there. I think it's kind of like that. And I want to have everyone included in that. Then there's Ascension, which is always on a Thursday. It's always a certain amount of days after Easter, which means because Easter is always on a Sunday, Ascension is always on a Thursday. And we have a thing in France called a bridge. If a bank holiday falls on a Tuesday or a Thursday, we have the Monday or Friday off, but we have to take time off for that. It's called a bridge. Basically, 4-day weekend, but you lose one holiday day. So that kind of can suck sometimes if you have like 3 or 4 bridges a year. Typically, we only have 5 weeks of holiday here. People like countries that have 4, we're like, you lucky bastards. People that have more than that are like, I got more. Anyway, so yeah, you've got that. So that's a religious holiday. Then you've got Pentecôte, which is, I believe, 11 days after that. That's always a Monday, and that's a bank holiday that some employers give and most don't. And so I don't know how it works. Apparently, you only get paid for 7 hours of work that day, so people only do 7 hours. It's like it is a bank holiday, but kind of also not. It's like a bank holiday for the elderly. Then we have the big one, the 14th of July, Bastille Day, which is basically our 14th of July. We've got fireworks and everything, and yeah, it's great. Then we've got one in August, which I have no idea why. I don't know why it is. Then we have one. Okay, so Halloween. There is one at Halloween. That is the 1st of November. All Saints Day. And then we have. So that's the one where everyone goes to the cemeteries and pay respects to loved ones that have passed. Then we also have the 11th of November on the actual day, not Remembrance Sunday, but Remembrance Day. It's to commemorate the end of the First World War, which did not have a North American leg in. So, and then, well, actually, didn't have a North American leg, neither did the second one. Really, it had like an Asian Pacific one. Anyway, then we have Christmas with no Boxing Day, and I'm working Boxing Day this year, so that's going to be fun. Right, let's give this a try. It almost tastes a bit like an IPA, but it isn't. But it's a Belgian, so yeah. It's also slightly bitter, but not that much. That was annoying me. That was annoying me. This is nice. It's a little bit more bitter than I really gave it credit for, actually. This is dangerous because it doesn't taste strong at all, as in like percentage-wise. It feels strong when it goes down, though. It's kind of like a warming up one. It's kind of what I would define maybe a winter beer. While Skull is definitely a summer beer, as if you want a contrast. This is affecting me. I was considering doing the 12 or after. That was before I paused the video for about 10 minutes and realized how much this hit me. This has hit me so much. Also, I do apologize. Throughout all of these review videos, I've been touching the table like so much, and you hear noise. You hear the noise when I touch the table. Actually, it's like the only time you've actually been this high up, so you can actually see my desk. It is wooden. In the future, when I have my own house, I'll buy a new desk, bigger desk, probably a corner desk. That will be a bit more than this. Maybe something metallic. Although, I don't know. If I can find something really niche that's like heavy metal-esque. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to music, I am such a rocker. Like, I am so into heavy metal. Why am I talking about this? Because this is probably what the beer is making me do. This is a beer review anyway. So if we're thinking like I did that really quickly. Now they sell this. They probably sell this at nearby pubs or bars that I could go to at large times. Actually, pour mes collègues qui voient, Je ne vais pas les bars au pub sur les vendredis après-midi, ou vendredi midi, euh, parce que moi, j'aime. Il y a une que j'aime, une que je n'aime pas. Parce que pour midi, j'ai besoin de manger. Donc, je veux quelque chose à manger. Donc, il y a un qui fait des choses que j'aime. Il y a une, j'y passe ce temps. Et moi, je n'aime pas sortir de choses que je connais. Je préfère rester avec des choses que je connais. Et oui, il y a une qui ne marche pas. En plus de ça, si s'il y a bon météo, je fais. S'il n'y a pas bon météo, je ne fais pas. Euh, En plus de ça, si je bois bien, je ne veux pas conduire. Donc, si quelqu'un me mène, je fais. Si, si pas, je ne fais pas. Ou je promène, peut-être. C'est dans le licence de promener. So, they might sell this at those bars or clubs. Apologies to those English speakers, I didn't understand a word of all of that, but my colleagues might understand it. But mon collègue commence avec un prénom commence avec un L. De vendredi midi. T'es où? T'es où? T'es pas là? Oh, ils avaient besoin de faire des choses. Moi, toi, j'ai peut-être A dans la méthode, parce qu'elle fait aussi. Peut-être F, mon formateur. Je n'utilise pas de vrais prénoms, juste les lettres, des chiffres, parce que c'est sur Internet. Tu dis merci à moi pour ton privé. Okay, so, yeah, let's finish it. I do probably speak better French after a few. Actually, when I'm trying to speak French, I feel it's easier to I feel it's easier to speak good French when I try to speak French. Because here's the thing: at home, I speak English. That's my natural tongue to speak English at home. Um, I think in English at home. That this is the key difference. I think English at home. When I go to work, once I'm at work, I'm thinking in French. For me, work, that is an environment. That is a French environment. I almost used the sentence structure of the French. That is an environment French. On veut mon français. In English, we French environment. So what's a French environment? It's actually quite. I have to actually make an effort to transition into English at work. Like today, someone made a joke that I only speak English. So someone has asked me something in English, and I was trying to think of a question to ask him in English. I was like, and I just got stuck. I was like, how do I speak English? At home, it comes absolutely natural to me to speak English. At work, it comes absolutely natural to me to speak French. At least the French that I can. So, yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing that I can transition between the languages very easily based on location. You know what? Okay. This is going to be like one with like feelings. Like I've always doubted my ability to speak French, and I've literally just realized right now that actually, the fact I've been in this job 5.5 years now, and I would say my ability in French is holding me back. Um, every single time my boss says no, my ability in French is actually good, and that apparently I explain things way better than native French speakers. And I tell you why. I tell you why that's the thing, because not being a native French speaker, I simplicity is the best. I convey with simplicity. C'est moi je parle. Comment je peux expliquer des choses mieux en français que des personnes en français. J'explique parce que je ne suis pas ma langue maternelle n'est pas français. Pour moi, si c'est simple, c'est mieux. Si c'est français simple, c'est mieux. Et français simple, c'est plus facile pour expliquer. But also in English, maybe I explain things really well, which is a complete contrast to the fact that I have Asperger's. And those tics, the tics and the twitches, and you see every now and then, like at the start of this video, actually, I did notice that when I did it. Those are part of that. But this thing, Asperger's is meant to be detrimental to communication. But it's very advantageous for logic and scientific reasoning. That being said, I'm kind of good at the scientific and logical reasoning. I'm not gonna just hold back. I am fucking amazing at that. Like I am a human calculator. Logic is easy. I want something more difficult than logic. I have an IQ of 147. I'm probably a head about the same size. But to be praised on something that's related to communication is such a nice thing. Because I know that's what this condition is meant to inhibit. But it doesn't, because I do well with it. Well, this is probably the most I've opened up, so this bit is getting a 10 out of 10. Well, join me for the next one. No. So this bit actually, okay, it got me to open up, which means the effect is kind of top notch. That for an 8%, it's affected me way more than it really should have. It's a point where I cannot do another review video today. So this is recorded on Wednesday. This will be uploaded on Thursday. I'm making pizza. Maybe I'll do 2 reviews before I make pizza. Maybe 2 kind of smaller ones. I did get a couple good beers. I've got a Russian Imperial Stout, which is probably 12%. If it's a Russian Imperial Stout of all things, it's gonna be like 12, maybe 13. I couldn't find the 18% that I once found. I would have loved to review that, because that did not feel more than an 8%. That was dangerous. That was maybe one of the best. I also didn't find Black Unicorn, which Black Unicorn is kind of like a Guinness, but honestly, I would rate that as an 11 out of 10. So yeah, so, but the thing that we're rating today, La Chouffe. I feel like I've rated a lot of things really highly in these reviews, and there's a reason for that, because I am the one choosing the stuff that I buy. There is a natural bias. Obviously, I'm going to gravitate towards the ones that I like the best, but I'd rather showcase the ones that I really like than the ones that I don't like. I'd rather give the positive publicity to the ones that I like than the negative publicity to the ones that I don't like, because just because I don't like them doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that I don't like them. Unless, of course, it's Heineken, which everyone agrees is bad. That's the one thing that we can all agree on. This one, you see, like for an 8%. Okay, I have to really kind of consider how much does flavor matter in it, and how much does strength, like how much does effect matter? Because effect, this is a 10 out of 10. Flavor, it's not harsh. So I'm actually gonna give it 7 out of 10 for taste, because you're not expecting something sweet out of an 8%. Well, what? Well, actually, cherry beer is very sweet, and it's like an 8 or 9 out of 10. I should do a quack. Guys, do I do a quack? Someone, okay, if one person likes this video, or one person comments, une personne aime cette vidéo, ou une personne fait un commentaire, je fais un quack, cherries. I do a cherry quack on the same day that I do the Russian Imperial Stout. God, that's gonna be a fucking shit show. Okay, so I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. If I gave half grades, I'd give it a 7.5, but I'm rounding up, giving it an 8 out of 10. 8 sur 10. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.